fellow contestants in the last concluded presidential election in Nigeria and Anambra State, former Governor Peter Obi has said that the current president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government lacks the passion to stop the unwarranted killing of people in manners of criminal acts including terrorism, stressing that, while the insecurity did not start with the present government, what is most unfortunate is the lack and absence of competence, commitment, prudent use of resources, patriotism and passion on the part of APC-led government leaders to effectively govern, galvanize and lead Nigeria where no one is unwarrantedly oppressed and killed, a nation where peace, truth and justice reign. This, Peter Obi stated via his social media accounts on Monday evening in response to the United States, U.S. President Donald Trump announced plans to launch U.S. military action in Nigeria to wipe out terrorists killing Christians in the West Africa country. According to Peter Obi, the recent pronouncement by the U.S. government declaring Nigeria a country of particular concern, CPC, and indicating possible military action should give every well-meaning Nigerian serious concern. There is no doubt that Nigeria is experiencing an unprecedented level of insecurity with attendant carnage and the most shocking loss of lives and property. According to Amnesty International, over 10,000 people have been killed in Nigeria since May 2023, and as I have repeatedly lamented, the unwarranted and unprovoked killing of Nigerians is most condemnable, and all efforts must be made to bring it to a stop. It is equally important to state that the terrible situation is significantly avoidable with competent leadership and governance. While the insecurity did not start with the present government, what is most unfortunate is the lack and absence of competence, commitment, prudent use of resources, patriotism and passion on the part of APC-led government leaders to effectively govern, galvanize and lead Nigeria where no one is unwarrantedly oppressed and killed, a nation where peace, truth and justice reign. As democracies, Nigeria and the US have long been strategic partners committed to regional peace and security. That relationship should not falter. The present situation calls for constructive diplomatic and any other plausible engagement by both nations aimed at addressing the prevailing and disturbing security concerns. Both countries must work in concert and expeditiously towards that purpose. Peter Obi had earlier on October 28, 2025 condemned the Nigeria government over rising criminal acts in drug abuse-related crimes, saying, "When criminals can now use the country logistics companies to distribute narcotics across the country, it shows how weak the government institutions in Nigeria have become." The recent revelation that drug traffickers have infiltrated Nigeria's courier and delivery services sector is worrisome and another sad reminder of how deep our national decay has become. When criminal networks can now use logistics companies to distribute narcotics across the country, it shows how weak our institutions and relevant monitoring systems are. The Nigeria Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has repeatedly raised concern about this trend, yet it continues to grow, apparently aided by corruption and poor regulation that have turned the enforcement body into a joke. Drug trafficking remains a big danger to society and a serious international offense that cannot be overlooked. It destroys families, fuels crime, and corrodes the conscience of a nation. A country already battling insecurity, large youth unemployment, and hunger cannot afford a drug-normalized culture. Nigeria, therefore, needs stronger oversight and must rise above this dangerous decline and rebuild a system where laws are sacred, leaders are accountable, and no one is above justice. Nigeria will only heal when character, truth, and responsibility return to governance.
Osazuwa Connect, bringing you the news in a more digital way.